Now at 6 o'clock, no school today for kids in the greater Albany School District as Albany teachers get set to go on strike for the first time in 37 years. We have a live report from Albany coming up in our top story. Plus.
Well, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing because they can tow anybody's car.
PBOT cracking down on vehicles without a visible license plate and VIN number. What you need to know about the big changes coming into Portland today and later.
It takes a real heavy load off my back.
That is the KGW Great Toy Drive in a nutshell. Coming up here at 6:15, we're going to show you exactly the difference that your donations can make as the 6 o'clock hour of sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Drew Carney.
And I'm Trina Green. We're going to go over to Rod Hill for a look at our weather this morning.
Good morning. We have a top headline, and it's not today, it's tonight. Starting at 8 o'clock this evening, going through the night into early tomorrow morning in red. High wind warning for the coast. What I call kind of garden variety stuff, south winds, potentially gusting to 50 to 60 miles per hour along the beaches and some of the higher exposed areas. And then the tan color from Eugene all the way up through Kelso, Longview, a wind advisory. Same timing, starting at 8 o'clock. South wind gust overnight with steady rain coming down. Could blow as high as 35, 40, 45 miles per hour. That's a blustery, very rainy night coming. Now, right now, it's kind of what we had yesterday. It's scattered showers. We have temperatures sitting at 50 degrees. We have a southwest breeze to south breeze to 15. That's noticeable. 53 at noon. It looks like steady rain picks up around 5 o'clock today, and then the winds pick up overnight. So that's going to be a rough night to be out on the roads, Chris.
Rod, thanks for that. For the roads right now, let's take you down to Tiger at I-5 northbound. Little fender bender action here just north of the Cruiseway on-ramp there on the right-hand side of your screen. Looks like they still have some emergency responders on scene, although traffic is getting around it just fine. Out to Hillsborough, Highway 26, there's your eastbound commute right there. It's rolling right along. No major trouble on that side of town. Sunnyside looks good as well on I-205. The first slow spot of the morning right now near the Interstate Bridge. That's I-5 from Clark County. Drew and China, you can see it's getting busier, but still rolling right along in the 6 a.m. hour. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. Let's get back to this morning's breaking news story from Albany, where teachers are getting ready to go on strike this morning.
This after Greater Albany Schools and the Teachers Union failed to reach a last-minute deal hours ago. Thomas Schultz joins us now from Albany with more on this. Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah, well, good morning, guys. The teachers in the district bargained late into the night until announcing around 2:30 in the morning that there was no deal and that the strike would begin. And throughout this whole process, progress has been very slow. As of Monday afternoon, the two sides had still not agreed to more than a dozen issues. And the most recent offer sheet we received, just 4 articles have been agreed to this month. The biggest issues remaining include things like teacher compensation, more resources for students, and increased school safety. The Union of 600 Teachers has also accused the district of failing to meet needs of students with individualized education programs. And it's rare for teachers to strike in Albany. The last time it happened was 37 years ago. This strike comes after 92% of educators voted to authorize a strike last month after negotiating with the district since February. In a statement, one teacher says they're saddened the superintendent refused to take action on issues they're grappling with daily. The district says they presented the union an offer late last night, upping teachers' cost of living adjustment from 7 to 9%. The bargaining team adds they're aware they need to increase wages and offered their best and final offer last night. Of course, that offer was rejected, though it's important to note here there may have been some progress that was made since they bargained so late into the night until 2:30 in the morning that just hasn't yet been publicly released. Regardless of if that's the case or not, the strike is on and it's set to begin at 7:45 this morning across all 21 schools. Guys.
All right, Thomas Schultz. That is Thomas Schultz reporting live for us this morning there in Albany. Meanwhile, just south of there in Corvallis, Oregon State graduate student workers say they'll also go on strike today if they can't reach a new deal with OSU. Last week, 93% of the union members that make up the coalition of graduate employees at OSU voted to authorize this morning's strike. They're asking for a salary increase that matches the cost of living, better health care, and support for immigrants and their families.
A big change is on the way for Portland streets starting today. The Portland Bureau of Transportation will automatically tow vehicles that don't meet certain requirements. Ashley Graham joins us in the newsroom. Ashley, what is the criteria here?
Well, China, good morning. We're talking about cars that have no visible license plate and no VIN number. PBOT officials say towing these cars will help them to clear vehicles that are in violation and blocking a public right-of-way. Take this stretch in Northeast Portland, for example, right by the city-run Safe Rest Park for vehicles. It looks like a lot of streets in Portland lined with old RVs and derelict cars. This has been a problem for one neighbor we talked with who thinks the change might help.
The summer was much worse, but it's still not very good now. We've gotten multiple notices from the post office that they can't deliver our mail because there's somebody parked right in front of the post, our mailbox.
But for people in those vehicles, sometimes living in these cars and RVs, this could be a problem. County data shows roughly 20% of homeless people in Multnomah County do live in a vehicle.
I'm going to lose my home. That sucks. Yep, I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have anything else but this.
So what happens to people once their vehicles are towed? Well, PBOT didn't get back to us for an interview yesterday, but officials say if you think your car was towed, contact Portland Police for more information on how to get it back. Drew?
All right, Ashley Graham's live in our newsroom this morning. We also have this story from the city. 6 years after officials drafted a plan to extend Portland's streetcar service, that plan is finally heading to City Council for a vote. Council members will vote tomorrow on the streetcar's new path and several other parts of this plan. The ultimate goal is to extend service about a half mile to reach the Montgomery Park building in Northwest Portland. That project's price tag, though, is up. The expected cost is roughly $120 million, and that's about 50% higher than it was when plans were first drafted in 2018. Streetcar officials say they hope the federal government will cover most of that cost. Also this morning, we want to let you know about this missing 5-year-old in Southern Oregon. The boy's name is Joshua McCoy. The Coos County Sheriff's Office says his mom took a nap with him on Saturday afternoon, but she says when she woke up, Joshua was gone. Law enforcement agencies in both Oregon and California are looking for him. They say he's about 50 to 60 pounds, and investigators say he's also autistic. Anyone with information about where Joshua may be should contact the Sheriff's Office in Coos County.
30 of Coraline cat statues in downtown Portland have been auctioned off and raised almost $325,000. All the money goes to Dornbecker Children's Hospital. Coraline's Curious Cat Trail featured 31 of the almost 6-foot-tall cat sculptures. Estimated that over 135,000 people visited the trail from August through October.
All right, we talked about this about, 90 minutes ago. Red Lobster betting on a millennial makeover. The restaurant chain, which China Green has never visited herself, she says, is out of bankruptcy at this point and gearing up for a comeback under their new 35-year-old CEO. They say they're going to try to bring in younger guests, which they desperately need at this point after the chain closed over 100 of its 640 restaurants earlier this year. To help start this revamp, the company's new CEO has been on the job since late August, announcing a brand new menu and plans to freshen up their locations by adjusting the lighting, adjusting the decor, and changing the music. I don't know. I just thought that was a little bit funny, Rod.
We did a Red Lobster last week, guys.
Wait a minute. What?
You did?
Yeah, we have one up by the Vancouver Mall. I think the food's pretty good. I wanted rainbow trout, which a lot of places don't have. So we called around, we did the Google search. Not easy to find rainbow trout, even at expensive restaurants. Red Lobster has it. It was simply grilled. It's a fish you don't want to ruin. Just grill it lightly, put some lemon on it. It was wonderful. It was really quite good.
Tell me more about this Google search, if you don't mind, Rod, because is that you doing the Google search? Is that your wife?
No, my
what
wife
are the words you type in?
My wife is trying to find this. I don't know how she did it, but she came up with Red Lobster.
Sir,
and they had it, rainbow trout.
I say this with all due respect.
Yes.
You are high maintenance. Oh, my goodness.
Honey, find me some rainbow trout.
Now, my defense, just last week I took out the garbage.
Oh.
And then your wife took you out to dinner.
Here's our watch warning map. So it's that time of the year, right? We start getting these wind advisories and warnings. This is not particularly strong, but it will catch your attention. 8 o'clock tonight through tomorrow morning in red along the coast. South gusts could reach 50 to 60 miles per hour. We do have a wind advisory as well from Eugene up I-5 all the way through Longview. Again, south winds tonight. Could be some gusts 35, 40, 45 miles per hour. And, 45-mile-per-hour winds, I mean, there might be a power outage somewhere if we get that. So that is tonight, and rain will be falling steadily much of the night. So that's going to mean greatly reduced driving visibility. Also, we have advisories for wind tonight out across parts of the Columbia Basin up into the Blue Mountains. So kind of what I just said. In the valley, south winds gusting overnight into early morning, 30 to 45 miles per hour. The steady rain leading to the poor visibility. Again, if you have lawn holiday decorations out, if it's your trash day, all those things, just think about that tonight. If you get up to an old-fashioned plug-in electric alarm like I do, it's at least possible that you could have a power outage tonight. All right, we have the weather system here. Here's the big rain push tonight. There's the trailing cold front tomorrow. Right now, it's just scattered showers on the radar. It's really not bad out currently. We're in the upper 40s to about 50. It's 48 in downtown Portland, 49 degrees in Salem. And like yesterday, everybody has the ongoing threat of some precipitation today. 40s out east, getting back up into the 50s here on the west side. KGW weather impact alert for steady rain coming in this evening into early tomorrow morning. Those gusty south winds we talked about. By Thursday and Friday, we're behind all the weather systems, but we'll still see sun and scattered showers. Dry Saturday, rain Saturday night into Sunday. That is your update.